I don't have a mic in. Okay, so they saying the hell is that? I don't know what's going on with the mic, so I bought 2 mics. I guess I'll be sending them back. Both of them. And then trying to put this stuff back in here so I can package it to send it back. All right. Sorry about the mic situation. Trying to fix it because some people saying they can't hear. I can hear on all of my devices. I can hear on my Roku TV without the mic. And then I go buy 2 sets of mics and neither one of the sets of mics work. So I don't know what to do at this point. I'll try a different brand next time maybe. But it could be my iPad. It's charging, so I don't understand. Excuse me. It's charging, so I don't understand if it's the port or not on my iPad or not. But I'm not going to hold on to 2 mics that are not working to figure that part out by the time I have to get a new device. The only other thing I can think to do is to try using it on my phone. But I don't know what to tell you. This is crazy. I've spent 15 minutes dealing with Mike's situation. So I don't know. Today is, I'm gonna just cut all of this front part out at the when it uploads, and we'll just be starting over. So today is August 19, 2023. It is 8:13 Central Standard Time. Here with T Live Sew and Chat. Although I'm gonna be cutting today, and hope you all are having a great Saturday. I'm tired. I did lay down, but I wouldn't fall asleep. My body knew if I probably went to sleep, I wasn't going to wake up to be here at 8. So I just kind of relaxed a little bit. So let's see. We got lots of people in the room. A lot of people were trying to help me with the sound system. Deborah Quilts is here. I'm just going to read your names. Melody Kiefer, Vivian Cavey, Jeff, Wind Sprinter, Bonita Nance, Sheila Willis, Janice Miller, Remo JS is here. Zandra, Judy Smith, Kevin the Quilter, Deborah Sims Brown, Mary F, Norma Lovelace, Janet is here. I think I said her name. I'm not sure. Mary Donovan, Patricia Priest, Martha's Creative Life, the Molly J, people were reminding folks to hit the thumbs up while you were waiting. That was nice. My brother is here. Rochelle Sears, Elaine Doucette, Slowing Down Joe, C Joy Creations, Kathy Klein, Tom Whittick Eckery, Kim R, Claudette Bettis, Lori Anderson, And that's it, I think. So far. Just did quick readings of that. I'm actually cutting for the Wensleydale. Kevin and I did a live chat today at noon. You can watch it. It's been uploaded already. And I sewed this block and that block. No. Where is my block with the... Okay, so I sewed this block and that block. I sewed 2 blocks. I did one by foundation paper piecing earlier today. And then I did the other one with the templates. On some of these, we talked about templates and all of that type of stuff. We can talk about it again if anybody's interested. You'll have to ask. And so I am cutting from my templates. And Kevin had this idea of just cutting your first 5 pieces and sewing the first round on, kind of like you do with a log cabin. So, but for today, I had wanted to do these 2 blocks both ways so I can give you my take on which one. I talked about that earlier today. And so now I'm just sitting here trying to cut to get caught up. Kevin has 30 of his units already done in the first round. And I think that makes a lot of sense to me. See, 1 round, 2, then you got 3, 4 rounds total. So that kind of makes a lot of sense, because if you're messing with the templates, you can just do them all at one time. So I don't know if I'm gonna do get all 60, because it's 60 blocks done, but I do want to get as many cut as I can ahead of time. It seemed like it'll go a lot faster with the sewing if the templates are already cut. Cynthia Washington saying hey from DMV. Sheila Green, hello from Missouri, welcome. And Francis Jackson saying hello to you and everyone. All right. It's just frustrating when, you know, I'm trying to do the right thing. So now I don't know if it's the iPad, and I don't know why the iPad would do that. So it's just problems after problems, isn't it? They don't go away. If you were with me earlier today and I showed you this mat, this cutting mat that I'm working on from Off the Wall Quilts, because I ain't going to remember it anymore after today, because I have crazy glued this together. I had some super glue here, so I super glued it together. This thing was in 3 pieces and it was getting on my nerves, so now it's 1 piece. I don't know if it's gonna work. If it doesn't, I don't care. I'm gonna put it in the trash can if it doesn't work. So I need to put a little dot on here so I know the top. I do know the top on this, but I just want to make sure. All right. Yep, I've destroyed a cutting mat. See, it's 1 piece, and it slid when I put some heavy stuff on it. It slid, so it's not centered. But I don't care. It's stuck together at this point. So I'm just cutting some pieces tonight. So that's all we are working with. I do probably need to make more of those chisel blocks, because I forgot. I just stopped working on that to work on the Brightly quilt. And I don't even know how many blocks I got. I gotta count how many blocks I got to see how many blocks I want to make. I'm thinking I want 36 blocks, but I don't think I have 36 blocks. I don't even remember cutting pieces for 36 blocks. I just put on the C's, you gotta, on this particular template, you gotta know where the top of it is. So I just put a little mark on that. Let's see. What do you think about the pattern? Nobody else is asking any questions, so okay. If you're doing this with templates, it is time consuming. I will say that. However, foundation, it's once you get your templates cut, so if you go on a cutting session, then you go ahead and get some pieces cut, I think it will go a lot easier. Just trying to cut off my big piece here. Once your pieces are cut, the sewing is faster than foundation piecing. And then with foundation piecing, you also have to take the papers off. So that's another factor you got to add in. So it just depends. It just depends on which way you like to go. I personally don't like to rip foundation paper. It gets on my nerve. Then you have all the paper everywhere. I do like it when I need to have something precision, though. But I'm gonna try to use some of these foundations and see. Well, I am using them now, aren't I? I'm fussy cutting my A centers for the most part. Every once in a while, I probably just cut one. It don't matter. But that's the reason. Another reason I'm using the templates. You can also cut the A pieces without. I hope. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's in. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's in the seam allowance. I see the little speck of red. I'm trying to make sure all of that's inside the seam allowance. Alright, so I'm cutting pieces A, B, and C. A is actually a rectangle. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but this is a rectangle. This is B, it's a wedge. Right there. And then C is this one right here. So these are the three pieces that I'm cutting out currently. Got some on my board already. So I'm just trying to make some of these sets. So next time Kevin and I meet, I'll be able to sew. And I was telling people earlier, I'm having a difficult time, or more difficult time. Like Kevin's using shirtings, and he's able to just cut out his lights and darks or out of his shirtings, whereas I'm having to make sure that I have contrast. If I just start cutting pieces and then they don't match up with anything, then I've just been wasting my time cutting. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm utilizing my time efficiently. Helena Carter says, hey again, T, what are you sewing? Working on the Wensleydale, those blocks up here, I'm cutting only. And Leetta Bryan is back saying hi, T, and everyone. So, I don't understand what I know that green dot, it's recording, but Don't understand why my mics are not working, so I'm gonna have to play with that off a camera. Now I've already used this fabric because I used this part of the fabric right here, and now I'm going to use this fabric and cut from the yellow, which is part of a flower. So I'm going to cut something in this yellow when I can. So this is how the yellow looks in this print. And I'm just going to cut pieces out of it. So that way I can double use my fabrics. And I like to always just double check and make sure I don't think one side is prettier than the other. On this one, it doesn't matter. And then I have to see which template will work. If any. So this one's going to have some red in it. So that's why I'm just playing with fabric. And if I can't use it, that's fine too. But I'm just trying different things out here. So will this work over here? Yeah, that'll work. This one won't. This one will. So we'll just cut it up. We're gonna have cottage cheese fabric. That's what we're gonna end up with, and that's okay. I got plenty of fabric. I'm gonna die with a lot of fabric, so I did use the templates too, Bonita. When I cut out my foundation pieces, I just laid my template down and cut the piece out bigger. And that worked very well. So I didn't have to be trying to guess if I had a piece big enough. I cut it about a ½ inch bigger. So I don't even have a center for this. I'm just cutting pieces. That up there. Is this the one for? Nope. I thought this was the one for. Nope. I think this is the one nothing worked out of here. So you go up there. So we're gonna go ruin one of these beautiful flowers. Take the one closest to the bottom. Mona did what is here? Zandra's asking what is shirting. Men's plaid shirts. Mostly men's shirts. You probably have a few women's shirts probably made out of them too, but mostly your male shirts that were plaid and striped, those are shirtings. A lot of people recycle that type of stuff, or nowadays, you know, wherever the money is, people will reprint stuff when they see, you know, that the quilters want it, so you can actually buy shirting now. But the most common way people got shirting was by going to Goodwill, buying shirts, and then you could cut those. And have your own fabric that way, and it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, these first templates are pretty small. Need a square in there. I need a square in there. Alright, so I've got 2 of these. I need this out of the same fabric. 2 C's. It doesn't matter if they're the same or not. I just want them to be the right color. Trying to get my little nicks to release so I can move the fabric. Just stop it. Alright, so I got the fabric off. I got to get one more piece out of there. So I'm just letting you all see, you know, when you're dealing with templates, this is what you have to do. As we discussed on the previous, I'm just going to put a pin in there so I know where the top is. Because I don't think, let's see, can I see a dot? Yeah, I can see it. One more piece out of here. Right side up. And I'm just going to rough cut this out to get it out of here. Okay. That's up there. Let's see who else has come in. Sheila talking about the one who dies with the most fabric win is the winner. Yep. Nikki says, I can't wait to see the finished quilt. Mona did what's here, saying hi to everyone. Norma says, what your body made of material sticks up good. You talking about this design wall? I use batting because I don't have to worry about pins. The only reason I put pins in when I'm in here is because I'm sitting right under the ceiling fan, and when I have it on high, it blows my pieces off. Right now I don't have any pins up there, but I use batting, just warm and natural batting, 100% cotton scrap. And now I gotta just mark the top of this C. Alright, so basically I'm just cutting pieces today. I'm using y'all today instead of y'all using me. I hate to cut alone. so I get to cut with you guys. Dee Branson is here saying hello to everyone. Remo says, freezer foundation piecing or templates. What did you say? I actually like them both, but I just don't like tearing off paper off of the I've used this fabric already. I cut out one of these little motifs here in the belt. And so now I'm just going to cut some pieces in the blue. So that's the one thing I do like about this fabric is I can use the same print, cut from a different place, and it looks totally different. So I like that. Foundation paper piecing has this perks in that you're not having to cut from templates like what I'm doing now. The templates have its perks where you can just go ahead and cut, you know, batches of fabric, wads of fabric. Don't have to cut it to any particular size, long as it's big enough to go over your piece with a little extra. You can foundation piece. However, I found when I got to the sewing that this went faster. Sewing the templates went faster. So if I utilize times when I'm out of the house, like at scrap club, something like that, to cut, then it's probably not going to be as bad to cut from the templates. I'm not saying I'm not going to make any more foundation blocks, but I do find that the sewing went faster once I had the pieces cut. So now I'm just going to whack off this piece so I'm not dealing with this whole piece here. Oops, where is my piece? Where are you? Right here. Oh, it still had a chunk on there. So I like both methods. I don't like tearing paper out of the back of the blocks on foundation piecing. That's what I don't like. So I do think that these templates were originally made for people that did English paper piecing, and then people who don't do English paper piecing are using them. So then she modifies her, you know, she just probably take that part out about how to do the handwork. Because she knows now that regular quilters are buying her stuff. And again, she's from Australia, so they don't provide a whole lot of, well, she doesn't anyway. I've had a couple other people things I bought from Australia. They don't seem to do a whole lot with instructions like we do in the USA. You just get your stuff and figure it out. Somebody else showing you or something. That's all of that one. Now I need C's on that same one. So I do like the end result of my blocks though. That I love. I personally like sewing the template cutouts better, but I don't like the cutting, but it's precise. You sew when you're done. I do like foundation piecing, so it's not like it's a big deal for me to grasp the whole understanding of what's going on. It's just that I like one more than the other, that's all. Alright, so I can go cut this piece out. I'm just rough cutting another piece big enough to cut what I'm about to do. And then alright, I didn't fold this one up. So I'm just using, I could just cut from a strip, but African prints have so many different fabrics, so many different prints and designs going on that I think it's going to look muddy. Not that that's a bad thing if that's what you want. I want to know I've changed fabric. I don't want it to look like it's, instead of 5 fabrics in here, I don't want it to look like it's 20 fabrics because of the changing of the fabrics. So there might be a time, I may not do that every time though. I may say, okay, we're just going to let this fabric go wherever it gets cut. That's what we're going to do. But right now at the beginning, and I want my centers, I want most of my centers to be fussy cut. Like on this one I have this bird in the center. He was so long. but I got in the parts that I want. And that's another thing I like about the templates for fussy cutting. I can see through. She's got the seam allowance marked. I got this, like, it looks like a windy road arrow right here. It just got cut. The rest of it got cut off. And this was, I've been using some of my scraps too. This flower here in the middle. And this flower here. Or whatever that is. And then this looks like a crab or something. I don't know what this is. I don't even know if it's right side up. This right here. But I fussy cut that. So I'm having fun fussy cutting the centers, and I want, for sure, want those to pop. So that's what I'm currently doing. I gotta reuse that. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to put a pen on because it's dark blue, so I'm not gonna be able to see that ink as well. So I gotta put a pen in the part that's the top of the triangle because they are not equilateral. She was very clear about that. Turn this around. Oh my goodness, I didn't cut it big enough. I'm a sliver off. Okay, back to the drawing board. This is a scrap for crumb piecing. I don't know what I did to that piece. It looked like it'll fit when it was on there before I cut it. I must have cut it shorter. Okay. So fold this back up. And now we're done. This stack over here I'm done with. I won't be using it. Hopefully. I got so much fabric, and now that I'm cutting out the different parts of it, it should last a while. I shouldn't have to use another fabric twice. Like another same print twice. You won't know it's the same fabric when it's quilted in, when it's pieced in. Good night, Judy. No problem, Norma, about the spell check. I know it happens. It happens to me too. Thank you, Benita, says cute fussy cutting. So that's one of the reasons I don't mind right now using the pieces. And if I wanted to, I could still take these centers and put them on my foundation papers after I piece these. And I could still foundation piece if I want to. I just put it in the position on the paper and pin it so it doesn't move. So I could still do that. Trying to put a pin in here and put it in twice. Alright. And then I have all this little stuff left all over my board I gotta go get rid of. I got stuff fell off here. Put in the trash. Alright. So what are you guys working on tonight? I don't think I've seen any projects come through yet. So let me know what you're working on while I'm cutting. You're my entertainment tonight. And see, this fabric here, I've already used this strip here, but I haven't used this part. So I'm going to go ahead and start using this. And matter of fact, I'm just going to cut this off and use what I got. already cut. So I've also got other parts in here that I can cut. I got yellow. It's got a little red too, but yeah, so I'm kind of using the prints to help me as well. Trying to see if there's a better right side or wrong side, you know. I'm gonna cut this out of the A and B again. I wish I had enough room to do one on each side, but I don't. I don't. I think the other strip was wider, and I was able to get two pieces, like one on each side of the fabric, but not this time. I'm trying to line up on this edge, so that'll be one less thing I gotta cut, but I don't think it's straight, so let me move it back up. Cut right here, cut there. I do like this, using a rotating mat too, and I'm using my small one right now because my templates are small. When my templates won't fit on here anymore, then I'll switch up to my other rotating mat, larger one. So I'm just cutting pieces, and then I'm trying to, once I get something cut, then I'm trying to find something to go with it. And I'm still being fabric stingy over here, saving scraps for crumb blocks. Now this end looks straight, well, straighter. Maybe I can push you up here where I cut the last piece off. I'm talking to myself and y'all. Okay. I'm going to get this little nick off right there. Now, the A pieces, you could just cut a rectangle. You don't have to use the template, but I'm using it for fussy cutting. She's got the alphabet right in the center of the template, so I use that to center my piece. That's that one. And they look so pretty. So I made my first block. I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be a lot of work, but it's satisfying work too. And if it's a sew along, you don't want to do a sew along and then, well, this type of a sew along, it's not one of those. This is not a one-day quilt. That's not what this is. So this is not a quilt in a day or a weekend. I think you could cut it all if you were dedicated. I get bored. So that's why I'm using this time to cut now, because I get bored with cutting. One more C. Okay. I got the straight edge from doing the other one. Rotate it around. Yeah, these first ones are harder to hold on to. Just put a little mark on it. All right, another scrap up there. For my strings and crumb quilts. All right, so I got 3 now that needs a center. So let's see if we can fill them with something. You can fill it with, I can't get a whole lot of cut pieces out of this light white piece, so I'm going to cut a center out of it. Just cut this. And I still have the polka dot part that looks like a different pattern, so we're going to cut something out of that too. So I can put you in here. White polka dots on the bottom. All right, let's go. Release. She got all these angles for you to trim at off of these templates. They do help to line them up, but it's tedious. That part's tedious. Got this little piece right here. It didn't cut. Wonder if my blade's bad because it's in the same area. All right. So these are not like truly fussy cut, I guess. I didn't show it to you. Not a truly fussy cut, but I just like that part of it, so that's what I cut out. And then on this one, I just didn't even pay attention. I just cut the polka dots out. Just because I'm trying to use up a scrap. And then I'll put these over here for strings and crumbs. All right. Okay. Remo says, I'm watching you. That's what she's working on. Mona says she's working on tulip scrap mug rugs. Kevin's working on guild donation quilt blocks tonight. Bonita says scraps into larger piece of fabric for a tote bag project. That's really pretty. I've been using my bag. I used it Wednesday. It's really pretty. Rochelle says putting binding on to quilts. Love your blocks. Thank you. Shaquita says she's saying hi to everyone, and she says she's starting to pack for retreat. She's going to Quiltville. Well, congratulations. Have fun. That's cool. Deborah says she's working to piecing a quilt that I have been doing for months now. Kenneshaw is saying hi to everyone. Joe Carmel is here saying hi to everyone driving home and trying to beat Hurricane Hillary. Oh my gosh. Patsy says just finished hand basting. I can't see because of this heart. A baby boy quilt made of men's shirts. Not sure if he'll have, if I'll hand or machine quilted. Okay, so she's not sure if she's going to hand or machine quilt. Sheila Willis is working on her sampler of the double wedding ring quilt. Oh my gosh. I want to do one of those. I'm just look at it. It just wears me out. And I got to die for it, okay? So I need another center. And it got blue on the outside. Nice thing is they don't have to stay the same. So I've got like circles on here too. So I'm looking for something I can put in there. Doesn't have to be a fussy cut, just different color fabrics. Like I've got some stuff going on here. See what my template looks like. It's not wide enough that way. I'm looking at my seam allowances because I want to make sure what I don't want is in the seam allowance, and it is. So the blue on the sides and the black, that's going to disappear. So it'll mostly just be circles with this little frame on the side. So that's what I was fussy cutting on that one. And it can go right there, or it can go up here and put this one down there. I'm going to put it back in the blue. All right. This away. This is a scrap that's been used. This one I might use again because this is that stripe that's got many places. It can be used on a different template. All right. Oh, nobody else put what they're working on. I thought I was going to read some comments. All right. I got 8 on the board. I came home with 4 on the board, so I've cut 4 blocks. Let's see what's in here and what can I use. See, it's a busy print. Very busy. It's like, what can I use out of here? I don't know what I want to do with this. I think I'm going to pass this one. I'm going to put it at the bottom of my stack. Figure something out with that one later. This one, I had it in a different colorway where I've fussy cut out those center things. see, what if I just fussy cut the arrow parts? What that look like? That would also mean I'm going to waste a lot of fabric. Okay, I can cut it out of this corner. It's not so bad. It's a little bit different up there. It'll be okay. It's just a piece of fabric. See how you can get locked in on this when you start fussy cutting? Trying to cut this piece of fabric off. I keep putting my template down on the edge of the board instead of in the center. I was doing that earlier today too. Haven't learned a thing. Alright, so this one I put it's the same fabric, so I put the arrows coming in, but it's a different print. And then the top and bottom, the top has a little red in it because it's a different pattern. It was going to be another one of these, but I'm like, I don't care. We're going to use that anyway. So we've got that one. Fussy cut. And cottage cheese. No, this is not cottage cheese. It actually worked out well for that one. Alright. This is another one that's got different color paths going on. And it's not that much. Is this big enough? Nope. See, my strip's not wide enough to utilize it the way I would like to for efficiency. So let's see. I can go right here in the middle, and then I should be able to cut two off of here that look exactly alike. Maybe. So we're going to go right in the middle of the brown strip there. And get it to release. Like, let go. Goodness gracious. Alright. I do have grips on this template so that it doesn't move. So once I put pressure on it, they tend to stay. Alright. All that for that. And I don't even know if you're going up there, but you can go there for now. I might put it in a different spot. Other side. Do the exact same thing. In the center here. Go over here. Cut that piece off. And that's a scrap. All right. All right, so now I need the triangles to go on the end. And I don't even know if I can cut two off of this strip. I got another one further down, so it'll work. It'll work. Okay. Alright, I gotta mark the top here. Don't forget to mark on them C's if you're doing this project. This pen is not writing on this fabric for some reason. Uh-oh. Look like I missed trimming a corner or two. You just go right back on there. I don't know how I did that. Alright, that's my dot. You can go right there. And we need one more. I don't think this will fit here. I didn't think so, but I got more room down here. Just trying to approximate what I got on the other piece. It's not critical. I think that's it. And a dot. I'm just marking a dot anywhere in the center. I'm not using that. She has a hole on your template for you to do that with, but it may not be in a spot that I can see it. Alright. You up there, you over here. You're just, you were a scrap to begin with. We'll just put you over there. You can be bigger string and crumb. Okay. Let's see. Who else has put their... Darcy says, hi everyone, just got home from bringing Joe to Colorado for school. So, welcome back, Darcy. Hope you had fun on your adventure. Cynthia Washington says she's crocheting a prayer shawl. Darcy says, I got my book and my templates. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And she says, if you haven't given T your thumbs up, please do so. T said her rent's paid. Francis Jackson said the same thing. Darcy says, I have to go back and my screen just popped off. And then I hit the retry button and it'll tell me nothing sometimes. I have to go back and watch Saturday at noon. We left Colorado at 5:30 this morning, so I was on the road at noon. Girl, I'm surprised you awake, okay? Oh my goodness. That's a long day. I do have some purple that's African purple, and it's a solid, so I'm not sure, because I'm going to be using other solids, so I got that pulled to the side. Not sure if I'm going to use it. Oh, I got lots of fabric. I'm trying to utilize what I already got cut. So I'm gonna, this is not fussy cut, but it's just gonna be cut anyway to fit this scrap. It's not one of my favorite centers, but it utilized the materials that I have. And I can get on board with that. All right. Oops. I pulled the string. That's why you don't pull strings. So this is this little thing here. It was already the right size. So that'll be a center. Right there. All right, let's see. Remo saying thumbs up, step out and then back in, show your love and support. Stop lurking. We don't bite. Darcy says it may be a long day, but you're very much worth staying awake for. Your sewing and chat is always amazing. So thank you. I'm a little preoccupied, so I'm not chatting as much as I normally would. You see, then this is the other part of that same fabric. So I'm going to cut some of these C's and D's out of here. I don't have my book in here. I think this strip is 2 1/8. Let's see what this strip is. 2. Might just be 2. So I'm just going to cut a little strip, and then I'm going to cut my pieces off the strip. Because most of this is blue. It should work. We'll see. I didn't bring my rulers in here either. And I don't want to use a big ruler on this little bitty board. I got my 8.5 by 12 over there. Put that back. And see if we can cut out all blue pieces. And if not, we got extra piece left. So we're going to cut the C pieces out first, which are the triangles because they're higher. And we're going to cut those out first. And then I'll cut the D's out. B, not D's, B. I'm not cutting any D's yet. I'm cutting A, B, and C. Okay, and I gotta put a dot. That's the part I can't forget. This can kind of get addicting after a while. Really, it can. Up here fussy cutting stuff. And these little small templates, you can use almost any scrap if it's not multicolored like mine. I'm just having more of a time because I'm using a busy print. But oops, so you cut, yep. Gotta do the top and the top. And then I gotta put a dot at the top. Right there. Alright, now we're gonna cut out 2 beads. And I don't think I can put both of them on here at the same time because of their size. It's like that sometime. I may have to cut another little piece out of a fabric. Now, I don't think this is going to be big enough. I can just go ahead and go through there. Save myself the headache. Okay. My whole thing slid, but the fabric didn't move. So it's nice to know I can move the whole thing back now when I get on the edge. Alright, that's 1B. And this is a scrap. One more B. And I get it this way? Yeah. I don't have to use another scrap. Yippee! Oh, like I don't have any more. Okay. Okay. All of the little pieces. Alright, that's pretty. A scrap. Let's see what you all got in here. Let's see. Handmade by Ying with Donna. Hey Donna. She says the blue is stunning. And she telling Remo, she laughing out loud, she was lurking. Very pretty. So yeah, so this is what I have on my board so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 completed, and I'm working on 11 and 10 and 11. I can't count. 10 and 11. One needs the center, one needs the other pieces. And I'm just looking at my fabrics to see what I can cut from each one as I pick them up. This one I haven't figured out how to use it. It's so much color and stuff going on. I haven't cut anything out of there yet. Orange is pretty. Yellow would be more suitable to This yellow sits right in the middle. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, where's my, it didn't cut off, we'll get it. Okay, now I just got to do these corners that help other pieces line up to it. Sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. I'm trying to be a good example when I'm doing them all. Okay. this yellow and this blue would be pretty with a touch of orange. All right, and then take these other triangles and cut out the orange pieces if I can. Cut the big, see if the big one fits. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why is the sides different. See, this is what they say about, you know, African prints not being perfect. And then I'm wanting them to be perfect. Because I'm fussy cutting, right? Dot right there, but then that dot's in the white. Okay. Want to get this piece off, slide this back, do my corners, and then I gotta find the asterisk, okay? So I can put my little mark up here. Put you up there. All right, I need one more, just like that. I don't know where that was. It had two nicks on the bottom. See, that's the thing. Did I turn it? Nope, it came out of here. So, where's the other one? It had a bar across the bottom. I don't even see another one exactly like that. Unless I turn, maybe. No, this is different. Crazy. So it's not gonna match perfect, but that's okay too, long as it's mostly orange. That's weird. Oh, here it is. No, because this one's got the thing in the middle. Is it right here? Yeah, we can turn it upside down. I could have cut this out like 10 times by now, but I want to play with the fabric, you know. And then this one is more, maybe I'll bring it down. This one is more centered. That I couldn't get from the other one. I'm in the middle of a piece of fabric. Trying to cut it out and then go back and get the corners. See if that worked. Nope, not yet. I'm almost thinking I need a new blade. I hardly ever use this blade, only when I'm in here with you guys, so. And it moved. So I want to line you back up on here. Right there. Alright, so it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Let's see who else is commenting here. I haven't read in a second. Thanks, Benita and Michelle, the quilter, saying they're beautiful and pretty. Dee Dee Hansen here from Michigan, late yet again, was out watching Shakespeare. Now that's cool. Dee Dee says she's working on a quilt with Tula Pink's latest design, Deja Vu. Nightshades, love the colors. I don't know what that one is yet. I don't follow her all the time. I just like certain lines and I buy what I like. Remo says, I got that fabric. I'm thinking about doing potion bottles. She's talking to Dee Dee. And Mona Dear What just says night. I don't know if she's leaving. Good night, if that is what you're doing, Mona. Appreciate you popping in here. We got like another half hour. This is enough pieces that some pieces I wouldn't have had done had I been here by myself. Because as soon as this live's over, I'm not cutting by myself. So I'll have what I have. It's more than what I started with. And I'm over here enjoying, apparently, playing with fabric. So now I want to cut some orange wedges out. That's the next one. Keep it mostly orange. Okay. Turn you around. One orange. And we'll have 11 ready. I think Kevin did 30 today. And he's going to do his other 30, have his other 30 prep for next month. So I don't think I'm going to get caught up like that. But I'll be closer. I am not even making that commitment. He said he cut everything yesterday in a few hours. So the 30 for the 30, and then he did some cutting today, so maybe another hour worth of cutting, because he sold through them really fast. So I'm trying to get this thing to cut off this fabric so I can release it. All right, right there, pull it to the middle, girl. That end is gone. We just got this one side. All right. So we got 11 prep that I wouldn't have had done otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And like I said, my hardest part is which fabric. So I wish I could just cut fabric, but I have a feeling, I guess I could do that up to a certain extent. Hold on. It's telling me my battery power is low, so let me plug you guys in. It's all up under the fabric. I didn't plug you guys back in. Hold on again, going for a ride. Oh my goodness. Am I on the wrong end? I didn't even hear it say it was charging. Hold on. Okay, it's charging. So Dorsey says she can't wait to look at her book. I'm going to do it tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. Christine H says, hello from Michigan, the mitten state. Hi, yeah, because it's always cold. I got family there. I don't rush to go visit, too. It's cold up there. Kevin says that's correct. He did 30, so he's got another 30 to do. It just seems like it's never ending. I don't know if I can do 30 at one time. I'll have to see. Darcy is asking if, Kevin, do you sell the shirt that Miss T has on? I actually sell this shirt. I made these shirts for Kevin. He had a scrap club, and so if you want a shirt, you can just email me. Let me know your size. They can be different colors, like lime green, red, blue, whatever colors I have in stock. I'll let you know what I have in stock. You can tell me a couple colors of your preference, and then I can go check and see if I got it. Maritza's Yarn and Craft is here. Hello, welcome. Oh, the map of Michigan looks like a mitten. Yeah, okay. She says Michigan State. I thought that's what they had for real, for real. She said, yes, it's cold. It was chilly this morning. That's from Christine. So, yes. Okay. All right. So, I've used almost everything in this pile. I've got this brown. I don't know what to do with this. I like that this can do something in the orange stripy parts. I do like that. So maybe I do know what to do with it. We're going to cut it up. I can probably cut. No, that's going to have, it'll have white on it on that side. I can cut this right here. Just have these stripes, because they're kind of curving stripes, so it's not like you can make them go any way in particular. So we're going to take advantage of that and just rough cut. Oops. So we got one kind of looking like that. See if I can replicate that some kind of way. As long as it goes through long ways, turn this around. You want the curve on the bottom, like that. All right. And then I gotta cut some, this is the B template. I have to cut some C's. All right. Alright, it's got a little white on it. I didn't see that before, but it's okay. It might be in the seam allowance. That's what we're going to tell ourselves. It's in the seam allowance. I got those. I need C's. Woo, my pieces are falling. We can't have that. I'm gonna take these off and place them in, I'm gonna pin them so I know what goes with what in case something falls. All right, let's see, can we get all orange on here? Not on that one, not on that one, but on this one we can. I'm gonna put the orange down here first and then go to the other side so we can just whop this off. All right. Just sitting here thinking, I don't know how I'm going to use this fabric, and lo and behold, it comes to me. All right, I need a dot on this. I think that's the top. I have to make sure by placing it back on here. All right, right there, and one more is this. It's this one. Well, I'm glad you all kept me company. Probably not as fun for you guys, but I appreciate it. I don't normally come on cutting too often. If I'm gonna cut or do something like that, I just normally come on and don't do anything. I just do a whole 2-hour chat with no sewing. So I feel good. I got some pieces done. I don't know how Kevin got through these so fast. I'm on the struggle bus, and part of it's because I'm, you know, playing with fabric. All right. This is the top right here. A little dot right there, and right there. All right, clean this off. It's a mess. All right. Now, see this here? I'm gonna fussy cut that on the A, I think. This one didn't get folded up. Okay. See what this A looks like. Just a brown blob with orange on the sides. I got 60 blocks. Who cares? It's like, cut the fabric. Who cares? All right, that one's off. And this one's off. It's not going to be the prettiest center, but it's a center. See, that's it. I will place it with something else because I just cut both of those pieces out of the same fabric, just different spots. It looks different. All right. soon as I got ready to read the chat, it disappears. You're welcome, Darcy, saying thanks for letting me know. I don't know if I read it before. Have you got templates to cut these pieces? Did they come with the book? No, you have the option of purchasing the templates or not. They do have templates in the book that you can make your own templates. Somebody earlier today, was it Brenda Foley? I can't remember which one it was. Made their templates out of the cutting mats you get at the dollar store. But you can use quilters template plastic as well. I think the ones from the dollar store is a little bit thicker. Maybe you can use it to rotary cut if you're careful. Oh, so he cut 5 fabrics at a time. No wonder. No wonder I'm over here on the struggle bus. You can also foundation paper piece. You can buy that and do these as well. You don't have to have the templates. I still use the templates when I did my foundation paper piece block because I just put the template down and then just rough cut a 1/2 inch bigger than my template. So I like that too because I didn't have to go to the paper and try to figure out what piece I need. Normally when I'm doing stuff like this, I'll go measure the space on the pattern, and then I'll add an inch, and then that's how I cut my pieces. This time I didn't have to do that because I had the templates. I could just rough cut around the templates. So I have done them both ways. Darcy says, Kevin, do you have your own YouTube place to watch Saturday noon to watch? No, he doesn't. Kevin's channel, you can't even leave comments. He has his comments turned off. I was over there watching, he had some picture videos. I was over there watching and couldn't even leave a comment. I said, ain't he something? You don't even have the comments turned on. I don't know what I'm going to do with these either because it's kind of busy in the middle. And then I don't think the blue spaces are long enough for me to cut anything. So let's get a longer one. Oh, goodness. Okay. So these are like 2.5 inch strips. I don't know why these are in here. These need to be somewhere else. Like in a jelly roll bundle. I'm going to take this out. This can stay. That's just a scrap. I'm not going to use it. This is a jelly roll strips. What you doing? I'm actually all out of jelly roll bundles, so I got to make some more. I'm trying to find something to put in the middle. Oh, I need middle and the outside. Sue Ellen says, hi Miss T and Teaquilters. Sorry I am later, but hubby's still in the hospital. No problems. When you get a chance to come in, it's great. I don't want to use that. I've used the brown one like this, but you'll never know it's brown looking at that because there's not much in there. So it'll look the same if I cut the circle out. So we'll figure out something else for that. That's another weird one. This is different than that one, I think. It looks like it is. That's pretty, the Kenta print. this one. This doesn't have to be fussy cut. I may have to go through here and see what I can cut that doesn't have to be fussy cut. And see, then if I get the white in here, then I'm going to be worried about it. Look. Because if I try to fussy cut, I'm going to have pieces like this and then come right back with pieces like that. So I guess that's why I'm fussy cutting, because of my fabrics. This one here is another one. I can cut stuff out the circles. So I guess I am. I'm trying to see if I got some smaller prints that I can put together. Like Kevin was telling me that he put stuff together. This I just used. Found another piece. I've used that already. I have different pieces. Like I just found more of this. Might come in handy on a bigger piece, though, as my pieces get bigger. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this one. We'll have to see. I'm gonna use it on some bigger pieces. All right, this piece here shouldn't have to be fussy cut. Whoops. I don't have many that don't require fussy cutting. I've used this one, but it's got different pieces in here. I used what? The balls in the middle. Yep. So let's see if I can cut something from these other color fabrics that are not balls. And it doesn't matter what it looks like, just as long as it's different. And then I don't have to worry about using this fabric anymore. It'll be in the do not use pile over here. I'm telling you, boy, I need a rotary cutting blade or something. Or I need to stand up and cut. Alright. Oops, I didn't do the last corner. Too fast. Last corner. Got the little chips. Alright. Nothing fancy, just utilizing this other space that was in the fabric. Put you right there. And increasing my block count by 1. And now I can put this fabric up. It's been used. So maybe I am gonna have it looking like I used all different fabrics. There's a plus and a minus to African prints, huh? Can't group cut a whole lot. This here is the same as this. Just put it together. I just used this. I can put that over there. Needs to be fussy cut. Needs to be fussy cut. I just had a whole lot of this orange. Oh, I had a piece of this orange, and I got a whole lot now. I just need to put it back together. I go through my stacks and sometimes don't get them back. I got a bigger piece of purple. It's got a sheen to it, but it's still gonna read as a solid. So I'll just put it over there. I might cut something out of the purple. It's still, I only got one fabric that I think I can cut and not have to worry about fussy cutting at this point. These are those circles I saw somewhere else. They get separated when I pull one out and use it. I've already used that. This is really pretty. See, it's got multiple colors in it too. I might try. It's going from green to red and black print, white print. This I might can try. Trying to look for stuff that doesn't need to be fussy cut. And I got another piece of this. And another piece of this. This is 3 of this. I must have really liked this fabric. Just cutting it up. I've used this piece already. I'm not going to use it with the flowers. I thought I saw this in there. Yep. It's right there. And yeah, out of these pieces, I just don't have a whole lot that I don't have to fussy cut. So that's the state of the address over here. Mostly fussy cutting. People are telling Sue they're praying for her husband. You all are so sweet. If you're getting ready to go, make sure you hit your thumbs up before you do. That's from Darcy. Thank you so much. Vivian is saying praying for you, Sue, as well. And Dee Dee is saying trying to find plastic templates. What are they called? Don't seem to be called. When they WENSLEY. That's the templates. I got somebody else wanting to order, Dee Dee. If you want to get them from me instead of Amazon, I'm doing Amazon price. If I go look at Amazon's price and if it's, I might reduce it $1 or $2. It just depends on what Amazon's price is at the time. I got one person wanting to order, but I don't have enough to place an order. If anybody wants foundation templates, I can order those too. Same price as Amazon. I think 20 bucks, something like that was the last time. The thing with Amazon prices is that they change because when you all go buy them over there, you change the price point because of supply and demand. So that's why I don't know the price until I go look and see what the price is. And Remo says we're a caring group of quilters. Yes, you are. Patsy says cutting blocks from scraps and stacking some motifs so that I can cut multiples. And yes, wine helps. Okay, I'll check with, I think it was Carissa that wanted it, but I was trying to see if I could get anybody else to order. I need at least 2 people to order. So you just need a template. You don't need a book, correct, Dee Dee? Okay, so you need to let me know also. It depends on what you're ordering. Do you have the book, Dee Dee? She said correct. Okay, if you have the book, I would recommend buying the whole set of templates. Last time I looked, it was like right under $110 on Amazon. $110, and it's for 6 of the quilts in the book. 6 of the quilts in the book require templates. I haven't seen paper piecing, foundation piecing for those other than Wensleydale. They have foundation patterns for that. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I've been looking and I just don't see them. I don't know if she made them or not. So, oh, so she says, no, I don't have the book. I only like this one pattern. Okay, so I can see if I can just get you just the templates for just that. Okay, I can do that. And she says, don't want foundation patterns hard to fussy cut them. Yeah, that's what I do like is about the fussy cutting. And I know Dee Dee, she's made a lot of quilts with the African fabrics, and all of them are beautiful. So I know she's going to have fun fussy cutting. Dolores says, I would like the foundations. So invoice me for 2. I will pay whatever you charge. Pay for 2 of what? I don't have any paper in here. Quickly send me an email so that I can place the order, because if I can get the order placed, I'll place it Sunday night. They'll process it Monday, and the stuff has been coming in 2 days. They've been really shipping very well, and then I can get it out to you in the mail. So I just don't want to mess up somebody's order, send you an invoice. Some of you all pay by invoices. Some of you all send me checks in the mail. So let me know what you want to make sure that I get your order, and then I'll double check with Carissa to see if she still wants to order. But if a lot of people would like the foundation patterns, I can get those to you as well. My screen keeps going away. Remo says no foundation paper so far. We have been looking also. Yeah, only Wensleydale has foundation papers. The other ones does not have foundations, because I've been looking. Thank you, Wind Sprinter. I just don't want to mess up, because I don't know what you want 2 of. I would like a set as well. Seajoy Creations, just send me an email. Let me know what a set of what. Are there 3 or 4 plastic templates in this group? In this one, it goes to F, G. The templates go to G, so however many that is. So it's more than 4. I'm only using 3 to start. I'm only working on the center of the first, like, log cabin round, if you look at it in that perspective. And you've got 4 rounds to do. So there's seven or 8 templates. I don't know. Okay, 7. G is 7. Okay. I'm trying to count the spaces instead of doing the ABCs. Okay. Okay, so she wants 2 books and 2 complete foundation sets. Okay. I don't even have any paper in here that I can write on. And Seajoy Creations wanted something. That's why I'll just go into the email, and then tomorrow I'll place an order just to give people that are watching the upload a chance, just in case. Tomorrow by like 6 o'clock, because 7 o'clock I start watching television on Sundays. So tomorrow by 6 o'clock I'll go ahead and put the order in. And I am a newbie. What's the name of the project in the book? The book is called Quilt Recipes by Jen Kingwell, and this project is called Wensleydale. Books are regular priced at $55. Template sets are normally $160. Amazon has them marked down, so that's why I don't make any money on templates for real, because Amazon's price point is so low. The whole, for 6 sets of templates, it should be $160. I think if you buy 1 set for the Wensleydale, it's somewhere around $27, $30, $35, somewhere in that neighborhood. For just Wensleydale templates. Foundation patterns is around $20 for that. What else? I said the book, I said the templates both ways, and the foundation patterns. So that's all I know. Okay, Wind Sprinter says she'll email me after this chat. Thank you. And then I'll just compile a list, and then I can just make a little column for the different items, and then I can get them ordered. You're welcome, Christine. Miss V and I want the t-shirt you have on. Yes, Rose and Miss Vivian. My brother says, good night, everybody. Stay safe still. Edie says, the author has a nice YouTube video about the book. Interesting to watch. See, I didn't know that. I'll go watch that. We want pink. Yeah, send me an email or a message or something, because and you know you ain't getting the shirts right away, right? Because I'm not doing shirts. Actually, next week I'm trying to, I got my niece quilt that's still on my machine, because I've been doing this and been doing the optional block for my quilt guild. I got the optional block book done. It might have mistakes in it. I don't know. I'm praying it doesn't. This other girl's going to get it printed. So next week I'm trying to get my niece quilt done. And then the following week I am off. Teaquilts is going to be off. No Teaquilts business. Other than if something that I ordered come in and I need to send you that. But as far as I may even the last week of this month, which is going into Labor Day weekend, we're having family in the town. My niece is getting married that weekend. They're coming to my house for one of those events. And so I am going to be busy cooking and doing all kinds of other stuff, cleaning and moving all my sewing machine off my dining room table, trying to get my outside patio system set back up. I never did even set it up this year. So yeah, so I'll be busy. So I'm trying to, I'm working with my niece. I want the quilt done, and then I'm also trying to make her something else as a surprise, in memory of her dad. Her dad is my brother, and he passed away a few years ago, and I'm trying to make something for that too. So I got it pieced. I just thinking I'm going to put a small border on it and then quilt it and then do a binding. But it's some things I got to do. Kevin says, laughing out loud at Remo and Vivian. Yes. Patsy says, T, you need an assistant. Yes, I do. Kevin normally does a lot of that, but it's not. This is at the end of the chat. It's almost time for us to go. People can send in, because I've been placing orders for this stuff. But I do need an assistant. I just can't afford to pay one. Made it home. Great, Joe Carmel. Glad you're safe. And she says, love those blocks. Yeah. So I'm hoping. So I didn't even show you what we're ending with, because I'm about to get out of here. I cut this one extra, and then just this piece here doesn't have the points yet. But I cut this one and put in here, and then this one up here too was an extra. So how many we got? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 12. So I made one more, and I gotta finish this one. So we got 12. I'll be taking these off and just putting a pin in them so I know what fabric goes with what. Because I don't want any, you know, mishaps and for me to start crying. So, and I need to be making a customer's t-shirt quilts. I started that. So I guess I won't be cutting at Scrap Club. I'm going to have to just take a few minutes to come in here. Like Sunday when I'm watching television, I'm going to have to watch television in here so that I can do some cutting on the nights where I watch television instead of just relaxing and watching television. So yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. We're going to go ahead and end here. I got 3 fabrics here that hopefully I can buck cut. Got a little green, then a little blue, and some red. It might not work, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to see if I can cut those triangles out of here and see what they look like if I put these 1, 2, 3 fabrics together and try to buck cut those like Kevin was saying. So we're going to end here, guys. You all stay safe. Be blessed. Quilt out. And I'll see you Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And guess what I'll probably be doing? Cutting. Trying to get caught up to Kevin. And not in a competition sort of way. I just like the way that he did his. And so I'm trying to get caught up. At least get 30. He's got 30, and then he'll be working on his next 30. So I need to at least get 30 And I've only got 12, 13, 14, 15 if I'm counting all the centers. So I've got 15 centers. So I got another 15 to go. So especially when with me single cutting like I am, it's not, you know, it's not the same. So good night, guys.